It's the same color as coffee. It's almost like a coffee mug. Happy SSSVEDA 24. So the question for today is, well, actually it's not even today's question. Been thinking about who do I want to have coffee with. I think I told JP of my parents. That's not the question. The question is, who do I want to have a beer with? That's a better question. Beer. Obviously, I'd like to have a beer with Dad. But, you know, since he's not with us, cheers, Dad. I can have a beer with him anytime. So who else would I want to have a beer with? I'd like to sit down and have a beer with Strat. Strat, to you? I'd like to have a beer with Craig Faraway. He's the one that got me interested in brewing my own beer at home from watching his videos. Of course, I'd love to have a beer with my high school close group of friends that are still around, and yeah, if it was possible, those that aren't no longer with us, I'd love to have a beer with them. And you know, that's what I do when I go home. We make one day where we all get together at the bar and we talk about old times and we have a beer. We all kind of take time out of our lives to meet. We've been kind of doing that since I came in the service, which was 36 years ago. Who else would I like to have a beer with? Well, maybe anybody that's a like-minded individual and could help to push me in the right direction or push me to keep going in the direction that I'm going and, you know, support me in this whole YouTube thing. Someone that likes to play darts or maybe likes to shoot pool. Those are always fun activities that I like to do that I haven't done in a long time. As far as famous people or, you know, actors and stuff like that, I think there's such a huge gulf between me as an IT guy or as a guy that spent 20 years in the Marines to them that there's no commonality. So maybe if we were, for whatever reason, attending the same venue and we could talk about that venue, then okay. Or if they had done active duty time in the Marine Corps, that we're automatically brothers. That gives a common topic that would give immediate rapport. I suppose any of my, or maybe not any, the teachers that had a positive effect on my studying and schooling and behavior, yeah, I'd love to have a beer with them. But I mean, I really, you know, when it comes to things that have or people that have passed, I've always pretty much appreciated what people gave and I would take time out. I went back home and stuff while I was in the service. I would go back and visit the teachers and face to face tell them that, hey, you know, I appreciated what you did. Here's what I've been doing and stuff like that. Because I know that teachers don't get paid well in the States. You know, they don't do it for money, that's for damn sure. So, one of the things that I've thought about doing, you talk about having a beer with somebody, right? Why can't I, so the other night, I watched for several hours, oh my God, I watched for several hours Get Germanized on YouTube. They did a live broadcast, and then they had an open chat window, so you could ask them questions in the chat, or you could Snapchat them or Twitter them. They were paying attention to all these, answering by all these different means. So maybe if I could, but a chat like that, I don't know. I would rather have some type of conference call or video teleconference with people and sit and have a beer, and we talk about, maybe we have an agenda, or maybe we talk about some specific topics or something like that. And I've done that with Gerdal out of Norway. We talk every now and then. He's the one that kind of gave me the push to start towards my my whiskey journey. So, I mean, it's interesting to have a talk with him every now and then. We do that. We'll have a beer, or we'll have a scotch or something, and just talk about what's been going on in our lives. So, even with some of the, you know, the savvy, sexy, social vlog everyday people, I wouldn't mind having a beer with. We've had a member or two that have brought up, hey, what about having a group thing where we all have coffee together? But I think the problem with that is when you get over a certain number of participants, you probably have to bring in professional software or a professional system, because too many people talking at once, and it's just complete chaos. I forgot, there's some direct chat online or something that we've used at work. So you got a moderator, and they talk, and they can actually control other people's mics and stuff like that. But yeah, you get too many people, it just, I don't know how well that would work. I think it's better, that type of thing, it's better if someone's, you know, actually like giving a brief or something like that. Or maybe what people should do is maybe have another thing I've seen at work is they have a lunch at Learn. So maybe you take this SSSVEDA group, and maybe once a week you have a lunch at Learn. Only, of course, maybe it's not lunchtime. Maybe it's or lunch at Learn. Learn at lunch. But maybe you have a Learn at dinner, and somebody gives a 5-minute presentation, and then you offer it up for 5 minutes of Q&A. And people that want to join, they can, and it's scheduled. And then every week at the same time, you have a different presenter from that group, and then you have a backup presenter, just in case the primary doesn't make it. You have a backup presenter, and they present, and then then you have an interactive thing afterwards. And it could be like 5 minutes presentation, and however long it could be Q&A or talking based on that one topic, or wherever that topic leads after that. Yeah, maybe a Learn at dinner, or Learn at Waller's bar. Yeah, I gotta call this place. I don't have a brand. I don't have a brand. I don't have the only common thing I have right now, I'm rambling now probably, the only common thing I have right now is my beer reviews, but that's too small of a niche. That's not gonna work for me. I will continue it because I like to drink beer, I like to taste different beers, so I will continue that, but that is definitely not going to be a source for income or anything like that. That's just a hobby, something that I like to do. Well, in any of these videos that I produce, it's because I like to do them. I'm not doing this because I have to do 30 days because I said I'm doing Savvy, Sexy, Social Vlog every day in April. I'm doing it because I like doing the videos. I like the interaction that I'm getting with you. I mean, that's why I just spent $400 ordering a Yeti mic and a Rode mic, because it's proven to me that I really do like this. So I want to up my quality, because at the end of this, am I still, you know, I've got 92 subscribers. At the end of this, am I still going to have 92 subscribers? Or are they going to stop dropping off because, well, you know, I've done my April thing, now I'm going to go back to doing whatever it was I was doing, and that's it. I think that's, I don't know if they call it a valid concern, but I think that's a valid assumption that there's going to be a percentage that will drop off. And maybe I'll do the same thing. Because if someone's not producing content, then do I need to have this list of 230 people I'm subscribed to and they're not producing content anymore? You know, so I may give them all of May, but if they're not producing any content at all in May, then that tells me they're not going to be producing content, and I don't need to have that extra. I like to keep things clean. On the other hand, there's people that do produce content and have been before we started. I'll definitely continue. So I'll definitely continue to be subscribed to them. Well, I put this on 120 frames a minute. 120 frames a second, because I was thinking about doing something in fast motion. I don't know if I can or not. Knife edge blocks. I don't know what I can do without knocking bottles and stuff over. Yeah. Well, I think that's probably enough. Let me cut and edit and see what the hell is. I don't think I answered any questions. But hey. Oh, you're lucky. That was weak. I'm gonna edit that up. What a weekend. I don't even know what the hell I did. Oh, that's right. We did the Whiskey Fair on Saturday. Have you watched the Whiskey Fair? You gotta watch the Whiskey Fair. Okay, you don't have to. If you're not committed to spending the 30 minutes to watch it, then don't watch it. But towards the end, I did get a Scottish guy playing the bagpipes live. Right place, right time, right equipment. So if you want to see someone playing the bagpipes live, then watch it through the end. If not, then watch it in May when you got more time. I mean, if you're like me, I'm trying to watch some of the longer segments that are out there, but I'm being very selective. But come May, I am going to finish everybody's video that I've subscribed to. Everybody's VEDA video in April. That's kind of redundant, isn't it? I am going to watch. I will go through the list. I will scrub it till I've watched all of them. Because that's what I said I was going to do. By golly. Do what you say and say what you're going to do. Something like that. Anyway. Cheers. And don't forget, take time to smell the roses in the beer.